All right, so here we go. We got this website here called visme.co. I think it's great to exemplify the designer uh, ISTE standard. I think it hits A, B, and C quite well. It's a cool technology. I think it really hits on the learner differences and needs because what I'm going to use it for today is a graph making software. I think it's really good. I think graphs are a good way to teach students because a lot of people like learning from graphs. It's a different way to convey information. Um, you get to design, yeah, you design it yourself, which we're going to go through. It has the ability to have the students explore and kind of create themselves. So we're gonna just get into this. Visme, oops, here we go. Also a little preview. Visme is a free software. If you pay premium, you get access to more of the created content. I already have a free account, so here's what we're gonna do. Um, First, when you log in, basically you want to create a new project, and so you go over here, and it's going to ask you. First, it'll ask you. I've already done that. It'll ask you what you're doing. If you're a teacher, if you're a student, if you're, a CEO, whatever. So, and then it'll help you guide what you're looking for. So, as you can see, it has all these different infographics, kind of like it's like a presentation website basically, but the cool thing I like about it is you can just search here whatever you want to do. Say we want to make a graph. All right, type in graph. There's all these different graphs that you can look for. I'll just hit that one, and then you'll see oops, if we scroll down, have all these different pre-made templates that you can choose from. A lot of them you got to pay for, obviously. But obviously, you can, kind of, we're creating our own thing here. So we just want to do a simple graph. I actually want to make a bar graph. So I'm going to go ahead, go to the search bar, and let's see if we can find just specifically bar graphs here. So let's do that. That's the great thing about the search bar here with Visme. And as you see, there's a bunch of bar graphs. We're going to try to find one that's free. And should load here. There we go. I think this is the one I used earlier. So we'll just take this template and we can hit edit. And it's really easy to edit everything in this graph. And I'll show you the main things you want to be able to edit. So say I wanted to do a graph with my students, and we're going to see what the colors of each student's eyes are in each of my classes. So I can do eye color by class, So as simple as that, and then we can go down here. You click on the graph itself, brings up all the data that is put into the template. And so if I just click here, say I want to make this my blue eyes, and adjust that. Oops, I wrote blue eye, but as you see, it comes down and changes right down here. But the one thing that you have to be sure of, say I have, say this is, I could change this axis. You can change to, so that's the x-axis. Let's make this first hour. As you change it, it pops up here. Then you got to click on it again. But the one thing you got to be sure of is we got to say I only have 9 kids in the class with blue eyes. Well, it makes it so we can't even see it on this graph. So we got to change the settings. Go over here and go to axis. You can change your header, all these other settings here. But basically what we want to look at is the maximum and minimum value. We set the maximum value to 10 and the minimum to 0. As you see, it changes the margins here. And I've already done a whole graph of an imaginary class that I've done. So as you can see, this only took me about 3 minutes to complete. Oops. And I think I actually set the parameters here a little too low, so we can go ahead and fix that. Oops. Let's set that to 20. Then boom, there you go. So I have just created my own little graph. It's really easy to use. I think if you had a class with computers in it or a computer lab, you could easily show your students how to make these. It'd be fun, interactive. I just used a graph, but like I said, the software itself is really easy to use. You can go over here. You can add in graphics, photos. You can record things and add them in. It's super easy to use, and like I said, the only thing that you have to pay for, really, that I've noticed, is certain things that they've included. But if you're making it yourself, it's all free. So that's why I think Visme is a great program application and fills A, B, and C of the designer ISTE standard. And that's my project. As soon as I can close it.